how important and how hard is it for an agency to niche down? Why don't agencies start off as specialists?
Because they're scared. Well, here's the deal too. When you're starting out, if you're an agency just starting out, you need to try everything, right? Unless you have some complete expertise at something, right? You need to try everything because you find your niche from a process of elimination. It's kind of like you go to a Vegas buffet, you try a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh, those crab claws were amazing. Or, ooh, those snails, escargot, no, right? And so then you start going, I'll never try snails again, or caviar. Like, now I'm speaking fancy. I've never tried any of those. I've tried crab legs, like all you can eat crab legs, but snail caviar, no. So like process of elimination. And then I always use an example like Facebook, right? So Facebook, when they came out, if they try to compete with MySpace, if you guys remember MySpace, right? They would have lost if they try to go after everybody. But if you remember the origin story of Facebook, they started out with Harvard students, and then Ivy League schools, and then universities, and then everybody else, and girlfriends and mothers and grandfathers and all that kind of stuff, right? So they just kept building and building as they got more of the attention. And that's what I think agencies need to do. Or, like with me, I used to think when I started doing this particular business, I was like, all right, let me go after agencies because I love it. But then I'll probably bridge out and go even bigger, right? I'm using this as a stepping stone. And I'm like, I've actually changed my mind. I'm like, no, I love this. Like for the next 5 years. And if I ever don't like it, I'm building a house in Durango, Colorado, and they have a steam engine. I'll just go start working on steam engines. You won't ever hear from me again. I think I like it. So, and just keep at that niche. But everybody always thinks I need to be bigger because here's the secret. Everybody's vain. Everybody cares what other people think, or most people do. And when you stop caring about that, then you can make better decisions.
Right. So when you're building a team, how do you measure and assign roles and responsibilities? Is there any kind of trick or simplicity that an entrepreneur or digital agency owner can do? Because that's kind of one of the hardest things, because like you mentioned, they're accidental entrepreneurs. So to communicate what they want somebody else to do, it's almost like, just do what I do so I can stop doing it and go get clients. That's kind of the direction a lot of people give.
Well, you got to be self-aware of what you're really good at. And you got to be self-aware about what you suck at. And you should hire around what you suck at. Like, for example, everybody always tries to work on their weakness rather than exploit their strength, right? So let me use an example. If, think about Walmart, right? Walmart's strength is their low prices. Their weakness is shitty service, and they barely pay their people. So if they wanted to compete with Target, who has a better experience, or Target, as my wife calls it, right? They would have to raise their prices, which would hurt their strength. Same thing goes with us. Stop working on your weakness, hire for your weakness. And then here's the deal. You want to delegate outcomes, not delegate tasks. Because just because you did it in 8 steps, if you delegate an outcome, they might be able to do it in 2. And it may be a lot better.
I like that.